Good evening. It is December 27th, 2019, 8:31 p.m. This is episode 733. I know I got this whole book about the Trumpster fire, but I really like this idea that I came up with. And I was talking to Amanda last night debating about when I should draw it, but I thought I should just go ahead and draw it now so that my newspapers have access to it at the beginning of the week or even over the weekend so that they could use it and stuff. It's dated for the 29th, though, which will run like on Go Comics on Sunday. But I really liked it. And one other cartoonist even tweeted at me that he wanted this idea, he just couldn't get it or something. So that's a compliment. I think that's what he meant. It's kind of, he wrote that he wanted the idea. I'm assuming that I don't know, either he had it and he didn't draw it, or he wanted it and he couldn't get it. I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate that. It was a compliment, I guess. I liked it. I think things are very negative. The longer that Trump's in office is like darkest before the storm. Yeah, I just think it could be a real shit show. All right, let's do some comments because we only got a few minutes. TJ's still going on his rant. He's saying this country doesn't belong to you traitors. How are we traitors? Because we disagree politically? You know, it's not like we supported someone a president who was installed by Russians. There you go. And then he explains how calling someone Mensch isn't him being anti-Semitic. Well, whenever you're yelling at Jews and you call them Menschs, for not, I guess, shutting up during Christmas holidays, yeah, you're kind of being anti-Semitic. It's just whatever. And then he goes on about Rudy Giuliani, who is awesome. He answers right on answer if I like George Soros or not. Well, the thing is, first of all, I'm not really required to. We weren't talking about George Soros. I had just mentioned him as a piece of a cartoon from Rudy's incoherent rant. I don't have any problem with George Soros. I'm not like a champion of his, but I'm not into the whole gaslighting thing that you guys have done, over the last several years. I mean, you guys have been doing it for a long time, but you definitely done it over the last couple of years, especially people who are anti-Semitic like you, TJ. So, but yeah, I guess I like him. He's fine. Don't have any problem with him. I don't feel like I have to be tribal, like, oh, I love George Soros. Like you guys have to be about everything. And quite frankly, a lot of liberals have to be that way too. I just don't feel that way. Ariel and I apologize to Ariel for forgetting that she was the whole thing over Christmas and everything, and I wished her a Merry Christmas, and then I totally forgot that she was Jewish. I'll put it this way. I totally forget where you live, and I think you've told me before what state you live in. And that's the same thing with everybody else on here. And I've had this conversation with Amanda more than once where she's like, we literally had that conversation last night. And I'm like, we did? So, yeah, too bad for her. And also, Era gives a shout out to Amanda for paying for dealing with Clay being forgetful. So, yep. And then, despite this whole thing about being wished you Christmas and everything, TJ comes in to wish Mariel a Merry Christmas just because he wants to be, what did you call him? A twat jockstrap? Yeah, I guess that's what TJ stands for. Robert Coutinho pointed out that there's two secular U.S. holidays within a week of each other at this time, Christmas and New Year. And that I had the wrong date number on the cartoon. Bad, really. I did, what would you call that? I did like dyslexia. The number was 732, and I think I called it 723. No, 327, something like that. Anyway, I fucked it. And I'm going to point out that I was super grumpy this morning. I was super grumpy this morning. I'm going to be grumpy in the morning anyway, but I was super grumpy. I drew this cartoon that you're watching. I drew that. I started to draw it at the clubhouse, but then I finished it up at Starbucks because I figured I might be there for a couple hours. And I really wanted a mocha frap. And that was a good call, too, because I had to go to my bank and UPS and stuff. Anyway, I will talk to everybody soon and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.